Alright guys, we're back. Yeah, I got that feel last night. I just got pretty tired after we finished up with everything, so figure let's finish it up today and have time to talk about everything, so we left off. Sure, I was explaining how I thought this dungeon was fucking lame as hell. But, let's see. Fire breath. Nice. It'd be good to level him up some more to get the special move, his backup. Oh, this dude's a physical killer. So if I want to end up using this guy all the way to the end or something. We don't have many long range people who actually have like a special move spell. Kinda sucks you have to level them up so much to get their somewhat useful abilities. Yeah, this is what I imagine is the final dungeon. We're just going through the steps here, man. I've been pretty iffy on the game overall, and this dungeon especially. I mean, it's cool to have something more significant, I guess, but that it's really just a bunch of refights against old bosses is, well, so disappointing to say the least. Very backtrack heavy as well. But even then, I don't know if we're gonna have opportunities to like fuse or anything like that. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe they just really don't want you to fuse all that much, but I mean, you're gonna go through a lot of levels here, so I mean, I don't know, it's final boss, the expectation just to maybe more or less just walk around, if the dudes you get in here. So is there gonna be like a path that opens up here? What's the point? Yeah, who knows for sure. I don't want to sound like a broken record, so probably should have some other shit to talk about. We're kind of wholly focused on it right now, right? Opening those up really did. So why am I walking out here with him? Fucking Raidou's like all the way back here. I guess I'm not I'm out of it or something. Yeah. So I mean, I guess my problems with the dungeon are, I mean, it's a mixed thing, right? Conceptually, it's kind of a cool deal where we're in some weird place that's full of people skimming through time and shit, and it's kind of neat. And you know, they kind of set it up a little bit with some of the other multiverse shit earlier. People talking like they're from different timelines and all that shit. I don't really have a problem with it on that level, although I don't think the story's been strong enough to really make this properly super interesting. Really, it's more just like, I mean, at this point you're kind of tired of the gameplay, because it's not terribly good. The game is like, I wouldn't say prided itself on it, but very heavy on like reusing stuff that, like I said, is not even really that fun in the first place. I can barely think with this fucking sound effects, man. So, you know, going back through a lot of areas, redoing lots of stuff, very dry in how interactive it is with everything. Which, you know, I mean, that can be fine, you know, level layouts and variety and pace and like, you know, story or whatever, so, you know, event, something like that. But I wouldn't say there's enough of that stuff for how much it's really just this kind of tedious back and forth. I mean, the dark world, the light world, it's just like the same areas, and all of that running does is really just kind of like highlight the combat more, which, like I said, I mean, is an issue. You know, there's plenty of SMT dungeons that are long and full of backtracking and full of restarting the whole thing, but there's a sense of progression and a sense of like building your shit up and you know, fun on the combat side of things that kind of make that feel like a more cohesive part of the pie, you could say. Where are we going? It's probably stopping partway through. Never did get her. I don't think she's very good at this point, but yeah, so you get that backtracking, you get that kind of weak combat, you know, all of that throughout the game, and so then you finally get to the final dungeon. And it's like, okay, it's gonna have a bit more, you know, also about a bit more size, and maybe they're gonna mix up the gameplay a little bit more, and what it really ends up being is just highlighting more of the same problems, right? So a lot of back and forth once again, not really anything you actually have to do other than some pathfinding. The only thing you're interacting with is locations that make you refight all the bosses in the game, right? Which were not the game's strong points. So. Damn. Yawning so much. Damn, man. Whenever I have any food, man, I just become a fucking zomboni. This opened up. Thing is, there's a bunch of areas behind me too. Maybe we're gonna have to go through them all anyways. And really, I don't know what kind of items I could actually want in this dungeon. So, I mean, if I just stumbled upon the final boss, that'd be probably just fine. Other than incense, it's like I can't think of anything, right? I don't really need the money. I've got plenty of the normal consumable. I mean, maybe there could be like some more bead chains or something. Left, right. How did they figure out the camera in the next game too? He just sucks. I mean, unsurprisingly, he only has Mary Karen. Probably bad melee stats. Let your friend go last. And then on top of all that other stuff I was talking about, it's also like there's a chance for insta-kills in this dungeon. You can get stoned and then blown up and shit. It's probably pretty rare, but... So, I mean, I bet I had to redo another boss yesterday. The bosses are kind of slogs usually too, so it's just this kind of compounding issue. Like I said, I like it as an SMT thing. It tries to do some cool stuff, but honestly, it kind of fails usually. We're almost done. I'll shoot the shit some more then. If I'm more awake at that point. Alright, which of the bosses I hate only have now? The one I want to fight the least is the pianist guy. One that wasn't that long ago too. Picking up almost every demon I can in this area. Almost none of them just have like an attack. Move spells about it, and he's not even like magically inclined. I guess we'll keep going per body, but I mean, should have touched it first. I got some more. Oh, there he is. This boss was probably the worst fight in the game. This is not weak to fire at all. It's like I just fight with literally the same dudes, but... Same strats. Guy just has more HP now. I think he was immune too to guns. I do have a stronger melee this time, but can't even use the weaknesses on him half the time. Funny enough, because of the damage cap, this guy's level isn't even really that big of a problem. Just that he has that is enough. I mean, I'd like him to do more with Bufudan, but and have more mana and more health, so it does matter. Tried walking past that guy's a bit thing, but why does Raja keep moving forward like a freak, man? What's his game plan? Now it's over, because I'm charmed and permanently stunned, and he just full healed him. Oh my god, this fight's so trash. If the guy does a point blank curse bolt and you're not ready for it because the camera or some other reason, the fight's over. You essentially need to walk around with nobody with the heal. We also want to walk around with somebody who can actually even do anything to this guy. Maybe he is weak to fire? The weaknesses in this game are so fucking trash, it's unreal. Because sometimes it just takes like 1,000 hits for him to actually like have his weakness be shown. Almost despite getting all these demons, the only one that actually has that fucking ability is the Naga, so it's like... it's just so bad. So... They're such repetitive slogs of fights, too. I was like, yeah, let me read what he's gonna do when he's like halfway off the fucking screen here. Dude, stop getting so close. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's done. Lucky though. Doesn't help he throws you the other side of the screen pretty often, though. Yeah, I despise this fight, man. It's so boring. And it's we have to do it again, man. Like, good God. Oh, there he goes. He hasn't used the Curse Bolt in eons, man. I think when they're like really low health, they like keep using it more and more, but like even that's just completely reactive. That's a slow fight. Here we go again. Only saving grace this time is I have a little bit more fucking damage. Dude, the combo, that curse bolt is still up, man. Or not the bolt, but unholy. I don't know what the side effects are, but I don't want to find out. Oh, these cursed emissions, dude. Like you have to run around for so long to juke this shit. Ay ay ay, this dungeon cannot end soon enough. Dude, it is still flying around. Are these things getting a longer fucking like... Everything he does knocks you a mile away. Not have whipped her out. Luckily he's not using his thing. And we both got immediately out of the gate charmed. I'm locked in over here. Holy fuck, dude. This game. I don't know if I even like this game to a certain extent. I mean, good God. I just cannot even get in here, man. Like, if they want you to not fucking fight, man, some of these bosses can just make it happen, dude. just teleporting away or just knocks you back, or you have to just play keep away forever. Now please insta-kill me. That'd be awesome. No time to go all the way back. Man, what a pain, dude. Well, we got two options for backtracking, both on very far away areas. Gotta get Muspelheim up another level to hopefully get his like super attack. Doesn't do much damage with his magic, but it's enough. But if I could at least spam his super, have an option outside of Raja, that'd be great. Problem is too many of these guys' supers are like drain something, which like maybe in a very specific instance that would like hard counter something, but generally it's just not gonna. At least the worst boss out of the way, and hopefully we don't have to fight the general again. That was the other shitty one. But not as bad. That other boss is immune to guns, man. It's just like, Jesus, dude. Left or right? I'm not, honestly. Might be the main path. The other one had side loot? Honestly, that might not be the case at all. I'm surprised Muspel when he got charmed in one shot. I mean, the dude's like maxed strength. So. Worst camera in video games. Nice. The only reason I'd even level up Incubus is just for fusion. Where was I going? I'm not sure. Let's just see what's up here. I mean, we're not gonna know which way's what. If I want to check this loot, we're gonna have to backtrack. And hopefully on the final boss, if it's goofy or something, I mean, we're just gonna have the option to spam items too. The Great Item Zone. Normal, sneaky, last one. I forgot. Normal, sneaky. Normal, sneaky. Of course, none of these guys have sneak. Oh, an entire list of guys from like the last 50 dungeons here. We got enough guys with Ignite, as usual. 1,000 fire guys. Whatever, dude. I mean, I'll pay it, but I probably can't even do it still. Frostbite, Voltmeter, Wild Fury, Neo-Pagan. What? What is this guy talking about? I'm about to just look up and see what actually... Let me take a picture of this code first. What I even get from this? And if it's a bunch of fucking healing items, I'm out, dude. Frostbite, Voltmeter, Wild Fury, okay. God, Jesus, dude. We not have a single zone without fucking random battles. Like I said, there's very little loot in this game I'd even want. Especially for some huge pain in the ass, man. Does he want like certain demons? You know how hard it would be to go get certain demons to walk certain directions or something in this? I'm just gonna see what it all is, because I'm probably going to skip it. I'm just curious what it is at this point. I think we're just gonna move on. Usually I would not even skip a single chest in the game, but I'm good on this one. Okay, so what they would put in there, they would deem with any... Oh, this is the last chapter. I mean, of course. good info. So yeah, it's just side shit. Do I even have the demons for this? Frost and a Volt. And then I need a Fury and a Pagan. Okay, I guess we do. Whatever, I guess we'll see it. If it's just that, that's all it is. I thought I'd have like certain magic abilities or something. This is still probably a huge pain in the ass. All this menuing. I imagine the loot's gonna be pointless, but it's like a morbid curiosity at this point. Like, I'm already maxed on like everything, so. What did that guy say? I'll just use what this says. Wow, that's not even worth the time it took. In this fight. Chakra pot. Jesus. It's cool they're starting to drop incense. What was the other ones? Fury, then Pagan. I'd imagine this remembers between battles. I mean, it did in the other places. I'm surprised we had what we needed. I was overestimating how wild it would be. When he just listed off the spells, it was more like what things would have those kinds of spells than specifically having it. Certain items you get and what you go in as. guess if you float, and if you stand. Oh man. Funny feeling you got when working. Incubus flies too, but I guess you have to have the ability to fly. Is that it? All that for a luck incense and a beat of life? I mean, I'll take it, but... like, the beat of life, like... brings people back to life or anything. Whatever, dude. Probably not worth it, but... just move on. Well, at least we picked the side area first. Let's go get a save and then take a trip. I don't remember which side goes to what. I think we have to go out and then to the left. Oh wait. More loot. Maybe there's yet another kind of dude you can be and walk into that fucking teleport. I don't care. I'm good. What are these guys weak to? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Much less cool. Still plenty of Dairahans though. Hopefully there's like an easy way back, but thing is I feel like if they're gonna put an easy way back it'll be at the very end, and then when you fuse, sure the dudes could be better, but you have to level them up to be able to even use their like special abilities, so it's kinda just a lose-lose. This game's really just got like a lot of issues, man. Hopefully they can super clean up the gameplay in the next one. Choked on this shit. Where was I going? This way. Yeah, I don't know if Metatron's even in this. And Sully himself. The 90s look like this? Yeah, man, that was a wild time, dude. Before the Fruito arrow, whatever arrow. What was it called? Fruitier arrow, the fucking Windows XP look. Yeah. Each room's just like a different time period, but they all look exactly the same. There's just like a loose collection of spirits and stuff you can mess with to experience events. It's a little odd. Here's the the 2030s. Clearly. I could actually get this guy. I can figure out what his weakness is. If he's like resistant to guns, we'll never know until none of these work. love to go like combine some of these dudes, but or sacrifice them for small stat gains. This guy's really bad. I don't know if I want to just drop him though. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll give us a warp back to entrance option. No, we'll just go on with what we got. The feeling? Disappointment, probably. It's no Soul Hackers 2 level, but it's probably one of their shittiest games for me. It's got soul, it's got ideas, it has no reach, it does not execute on almost any of that. Compared to their other PS2 output, it's like easily their worst thing I've on that system. Yeah, the time period's really cool, that it's trying to do like a detective noir thing, that it's pre-rendered backgrounds, that it all takes place in a city and it's you walking around talking to NPCs doing city stuff, that it's got a bit of goofiness, that it has action combat, that it attempts to have demons be used to manipulate the environment to help like solve mysteries. That's cool in theory, but all of that is like poorly done. It's an extremely slow game. The combat feels like shit. The cameras are shit. The way you use demons in the world is just like very boring lock and key shit, if you even have the demon you need, and it tends to be very lopsided on what kinds of powers you need. The story's pretty dull. It's not very interesting. It's mostly fetch quests. They reuse the same few areas like thousands of times, and now they're reusing all the bosses. I've fought like almost every boss in the game again in this dungeon. Yeah, it's just... it's tedious. Not terribly fun. And while it's got like atmosphere, I guess, like, I don't know, like even the music, like it's cool music, but it doesn't feel as distinct as like, you know, SMT3's identity was for it, or Persona's music is for it. It's solid, but it feels kind of like this period where Meguro was in between like 20 other games, and it's kind of just a hodgepodge of all of his other shit. His B-roll almost. There's some really good stuff still. I like it as an SMT fan. I don't think it's like fucked, but it feels like they either didn't have the know-how, didn't have the budget, because Persona 3 was coming out 3 months after this, or were too ambitious, I guess, for their skill level, because I mean they didn't do much action really before this. I've heard 2 has much better gameplay. We'll see on the rest, but yeah, I don't know. It's a shame. Maybe I'm being hard on it, but I don't know, man. I mean, even the hardest of bosses in this are just kind of boring slogs, or one weird misstep, and it's this comedy of errors until you just explode. But I would call the game pretty much mindlessly easy. You just mash the buttons and swap in a demon here and there. It like de-incentivizes you half the time to even like swap in combat because of like mag for a while. Finding weaknesses is a pain because it doesn't tell you you're hitting a weakness. It's just random when you find the weakness finally activates. So it's like it's just this extremely slow, tedious kind of just pain in the ass for like everything in this game. Every chapter feels like filler. There's so many ways they could like clean up the pace. Like, you know, people could come to you, they could just cut away to you doing certain things. But yeah, I don't know. Because you could consider something like Nocturne maybe tedious if you're a certain kind of person, but it's always a new dungeon, always a new little place. The gameplay is much faster. You know, you're fusing your demons more often. There is more demons. Like, so it's like it's fun to like progress through those dungeons because of variety, because of art, because of gameplay. And in this, it's like this is the probably like. I mean, I guess there's other dungeons kind of, but this is probably the most dungeon-y one, but at this point you're like, Jesus, dude. And I mean, even this dungeon, like half of it's just going back and forth through the entire dungeon while you're refighting old bosses. And I don't know, it feels just oddly, it's just very out of place compared to their other shit. There's so many like, I feel like obvious pitfalls and issues in this one. But then like Nocturne and DDS came out before this, and Persona comes out a few months after this game does, so I don't know, man. Yeah, the time period, really cool. Raidou's awesome, he's fun, he's got some goofy shit, he's a badass. Like it's got some charm for sure, but I don't know. I find myself more annoyed with the game or ready to kind of just be done with it. I mean, they get into some cute concepts with the story, like time travel and multiverses and shit, which is kind of interesting for how, like, localized the game is. Like, you know, he's there to protect the capital, right? Like, you don't really go outside the capital. So in that way, it's kind of cool, but, I don't know, it's not quite there for me. I need to go to the bathroom before we get going too much here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd maybe look into 2 if you're looking to get into these at all. I don't know. This is one of those games I feel like you could like look at it for a bit, enjoy the art, grab a few of the cutscenes, and you're kind of good to go. Just finished? No. Not yet. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. No, we probably still have a chunk left. Maybe just the bosses. We'll see. Be right back. Considering I'm an SMT fanboy, I feel like me having criticisms of this at all should be fucking some warning signs. I mean, not that I would just give it the benefit of the doubt, but I usually vibe pretty hard with most SMT games. Not like I really like SMT, like 1 even, you know, like something that would be considered ultra dated. Although I think it really holds up. I think the only SMT games I've ever just like disliked were Soul Hackers 2. And frankly, this one, I wouldn't say it's on the same level, but I mean, there's definitely times where I'm like, I don't know about that. I think they're just talking about SMT 2 or something. From this fight. That fight can instantly kill you. In fact, it's made to instantly kill you. Yeah. I would say if you were played this game, are you planning on playing this game? I would say if you're the type that just like hyperfuse all the time and try to keep like really competitive levels, to kind of kick that a little bit. Not only does it take a long time anyways because of the loyalty system, but frankly a lot of demons just suck. And them having like a special super attack move is more important than most of anything else they could have in stats. Especially because basic attacks and stuff are so weak. I mean, it probably adds up to a lot of damage, but being able to do a 999 attack on a guy 20 levels before these dudes or more, when the other guy's just gonna do like basic 100s, it's like, I don't know. But I mean, probably you get the weakness system and all this shit. I don't know. It's I don't know what else I would recommend to someone playing this for the first time. Who is this? Lost Soul. What the hell? It's a dog. Raidou too will say maybe. When we get to it, it's much longer apparently. You're no better than the rest of them. Do you even remember the dream you told me that day at the river? I remember my dream, bro. Thank you, dog. Yeah, loot. Alright. There's a very micro bit of side content to talk to this dog and tell him your dream. I spent a little bit of stats. Lost soul under the Raidou image. So good. Well, this feels like a final boss, so only 26,000 for a single heal. Thank you. Whatever. Got the Crazy heal cost. I would also say lean a bit less on fusion and a bit more on unlocking their super moves. Because a lot of guys just don't have good super moves. So. They're not all worth. You kind of need to run through the ringer on a lot of them, or at least keep a couple on there. Full power of incredible portion minutes from the space-time continuum beyond the line. Face the final enemy. And we can't go back and... Dude, if you want to go back and fuse some demons, you have to go through the whole fucking dungeon again. They might as well just make fusion impossible, man, and just have you override your team. Not only is there so few demons in this anyways, that most of your fusing just ends up being... You end up just fusing for the same dudes you're gonna grab in the next dungeon, but... Oh, fantastic. History. I don't even know what she's talking. Is she a future Raidou? She's possessed by a future Raidou. I keep hitting that set of reload. This could be Kino, but it all just kind of happened. Bro, you're... Just goes for your demons, man. phases, man. We're getting some cutscenes. Like, I like some of the stuff they're dipping into here. Timeline, multiverse, ship. Keeping it kind of vague, but I feel like it's almost... I won't say too vague. There's not enough atmosphere to go with the vagueness to kind of really own it. Whatever, man. Just enjoy the fight, I guess. The breadless? I might have already said that, but cutscene got me distracted. Hologram. The battleship. See where the guns are aiming. That's cool. There's at least a little something going on here. Shipped. Another ad fight. Yeah, that phase right there is probably, that's all you need to see, man. Final boss level content. And we have to fight everybody again, or what, man? Same people. 3. Gotta have 2 really lame phases so that when the extremely cheap bullshit 3rd phase happens, you have to redo all these. Just for fun. Hopefully that's not the case. Turn it up a bit. So I gotta just heal him with these. Not to mention this game, you really don't inherit a whole lot except stats and like maybe one ability depending on like what type of dude they are. This is just a guy grabbed in the final dungeon and leveled him up a little bit. Well, the story is that this demon possesses this general, you find out, and to get revenge for something that happened in the past to his kind, he harvests the feelings and the people and all sorts of stuff to create this like mass, and then and the soldiers in an army, and then he also creates a super battleship so that he can take them and the army anywhere he wants to fuck people up. But what ends up happening is that mass just turns the battleship into a transformer, torches a bit of Tokyo, we blow up a satellite to stop it from being powered, and then she takes it to another dimension. She's an outsider, and now we're just fighting in another dimension and outside space-time. I've seen people compare the story to like a Saturday morning cartoon. I think that's a little generous, but it's kind of what's going on. I mean, the idea is cool. It's like goofy and, you know, I don't mind that it's over the top. This game has a bit more like of a comedy to it sometimes, but I just don't think it's in the DNA enough. I don't think they fully owned it. Like, there's some goofy shit, but I don't know. I feel like some of that's used as like an excuse for the odd pacing. I mean, it's got a lot more story than like. Well, I don't even know. I mean, DDS has more story in this, and it's much better. I don't know. I don't know exactly what to think on that. But yeah. It's not out of nowhere, I guess is all I'm saying. That didn't do anything. Well, I did actually get this Onmyo katana. When do I get in there and do anything? I just don't, I guess. Nice camera. Can't even see the fucking hand behind the fucking bullshit. I'll use one of these, huh? Where am I attacking? The final boss is a Raidou from the future that will never happen, possessing a mass of people's feelings. And Gore that's possessing a battleship that turned into a mech. Come on, keep up. Yeah, that part's key enough. Okay. Time to whip out the guy I've been using since the dawn of time, just because he has one good ability. Oh, of course not, he's weak. Everything is fire in this game. That's froze it though. Just keep spamming it then, man. Fire does like no damage though. I think just none of us do any damage. Another boss I can't use my gun on? Raidou, are you gonna like heal, bro? I could swapping elements on the fly. See, like, look at this guy's level 40. I've used him for like every boss. Just one weakness spam with the right setup. It's like the balance is so weird, man. Okay, you can shoot that, that's good. Bro, I gave you a command. Listen to me when I give you a command. It's very simple. You stand still and press Bufudan. This has to be the last phase. I'll get a little bit more ballsy. Just to speed this up. Some sequel bait. Well, he's not as bullshit as the charm fights and all that. He's good. Raidou's cool, man. He's just a cool customer. Mr. Cool Hat. Little cherry on top. My neighbor screaming at the top of his lungs at football. Just the way I like it, man. I wouldn't send off a game any other way. Got a little bossa nova going on here, man. Shit. Hey, it's the guy who literally did nothing. If maybe anything was kind of a burden. Love him. I don't think they meant him to be like that, but he's kind of just like a lame, useless fucking... Supposed to be like the detective and you're like the footman, kind of, but he's just kind of pointless. He was cool, she was useful. Oh, it's all the people that we really got to know. Oh shit, demon. Gato. Well, we finished. Anyways, it's pretty much as I was saying. A total broken record, but probably should restate everything. And people want to shoot the shit about it if you've played it, or if you've just watched, or if you haven't. Anything, I mean, whatever. That's what we'll say it all. But yeah. I don't know, I would say one of the more disappointing SMT games I've played, which is a shame. It's got a charm, there's some personality. I can see why people might meme it and stuff. Raidou's pretty cool, he's definitely one of the best parts. They play into him being a cool customer, but also having a little bit of goofiness to it, right? When he goes into the sauna and he's like naked but he's still wearing his hat and he's beating the shit out of Yakuza guys, and you know, little stuff like that's cool. They play into it well, they know he's funny or they know he's cool. But man, I gotta say overall, it's just kind of a slog of a game, sadly. It's got none of the speed, none of the strategy I feel like of SMT. And on top of that, some of the shittiest level design and pacing in the series for me. I mean, maybe you could say there's like level design or pacing that's worse possibly in the series, but I mean, it's usually not like the gameplay is failing, the story's kind of failing, the pacing's kind of failing. You know, there's some music and art that's cool, but like usually there's at least a couple things that are just like really great. You might not even notice that other stuff, but that's what I always don't know about talking during the credits. Yeah, it's like I like the time period. It's a cool place to kind of set it, especially if you're doing some weird pseudo time travel shit. Raidou 2 will save the Devil Summoner series. They'll make so many Devil Summoner games after Raidou 2. Oh wait, they did make another one. It was Soul Hackers too. 20 fucking years later, they made one of the biggest stinkers in the series. Why are they going out together like they're buddies? This crow's supposed to be the cat. Or is this the Yatagarasu? Yeah, we needed Ringo's ass. That would have saved the game. But yeah, so kind of back to what I was saying. Let's go ahead and save and get to the title screen and leave it on something. But yeah, so I just find sadly most elements of it to just be just weak enough that any strengths it has just are not strong enough. Yeah, so I mean the gameplay extremely limited, very few moves, the camera sucks. There's just not much strategy going on there. Your gun is supposed to be one of your big mix-ups where you get all this different ammo to do shit. It's useless. It's usually just used to capture guys. Most bosses are immune to it, which is the only time you'd care to use it otherwise. You do get a lot of ammo, I guess, here and there, but you just grow to not care about it because you can just beat people up with the sword without having to think too hard about it, so... the demons, I mean, it takes some time to tell them what to do. I definitely think you could be swapping demons in and out with more flow, and definitely could have more than one out, you know, combining them and using them in cool ways, right? Like, you could see like a kind of smooth actions thing going on here that's built more on strategy in SMT, right? Like enemies that maybe they have weaknesses, but like they don't take 100 hits to find out that the thing you've been hitting them with is their weakness. Like, what is that about, man? Like, why even do that? If you want to do that, at least change the color of the hits so I know, right? They want enemies to, they want your guys to be able to spam because they only have like a single move or two, but they don't want them to get like perma-stun locked, so they make it so like it's just occasionally they'll get stunned, but then they don't tell you like if the weakness is actually working. And what it does is it just, the bank system in the early game, it just disincentivizes you to like even swap guys and care about that kind of stuff, especially with how like powerful just punching guys is. I mean, even when you're using the stuff correctly, I mean, the super moves are so strong on some of these characters that typing barely matters, like level barely matters. Like I was using Rajanaga and that he was like 40. I think he started at like mid-30s. I was using him on every fight. Just because he had Bufu dying, and he had a move that when I used his super would do like 999 damage if the guy was stunned. Like even that Mooseful guy you guys saw, what he was doing like 200 a tick or something, and it took forever. It's just like, and I mean having demons that are just like stronger regardless of typing, I mean, that's fine, right? That guy's just some dude I just found in the ghetto. Like he was just, you know, he's just a fucking normal guy. And so I don't know, it's piss easy, but then when it's like you ever die, it's always like this annoying chain of like charms and stuns and stuff, and there's just really not much counterplay to it because the camera's bad, because the RNG on the enemy attacks is all over the place. You could do a boss and he'll literally non-stop spam charm your demon. Then you could fight him again like I did earlier in the stream, and he uses it twice, and it's just like, or he teleports on top of the demon, instantly casts it, and then he's charmed, and it's just like, it's not, there's not much thought in the game, there's not much like physical, like, you know, action, you have to have your reflexes in order and stuff. It's just kind of mindless, kind of brainless. I mean, you know, they're trying to do something there, but you know, they'd refine SMT's combat. Well, and then kind of reinvent it a little bit with press turn and shit. And then that worked out pretty well, you know, but this just is not there. I mean, if it was like quicker maybe, If there was more strategy, I don't know. So and then you get the map and the exploration and stuff. I mean, there's really no side content in this shit hardly, which isn't a problem if the main stuff was cool. But always the main stuff all feels like filler, man. Like it's always like walking back and talking to the same person that you have to run through like towns to talk to, and there's always encounter rates. Always, everywhere you go, there's an encounter rate. So you are fighting the same level 1 enemies as you're trying to walk over to talk to these people. Just walking from the detective agency to the place to fuse, you'll get in like 3-4 fights sometimes. And it's like, they're all like level 1. It's like, Jesus, man. Like... And then what happens is most of the game, it's you just going back to these same places over and over and over again. The big events, going to the Dark World version. It's the same thing, but slightly tinted. Now it's got a few more demons, higher encounter rates, and a couple gates. So they love their gates in this. It's like, oh, you gotta go send your demon through a gate. You gotta use a special element on a gate. You've gotta go talk to a guy to personally remove a gate, you know, and it's like... And you'll guarantee that most objectives are gonna involve you going all the way through dungeon, and then all the way back, and then all the way back through the dungeon. And it's not really a dungeon, it's just a city block that you've been to 1,000 times, so... It's... like that kind of tedium or that kind of like, you know, back and forth isn't like uncommon in the series or something, but like coupled with the gameplay, coupled with the visuals, while being nice pre-rendered, it's a cool style choice. It gets really repetitive. You know, there's not a lot of variety. Like all of those issues like make some of that, maybe it's not that uncommon in the series, be more of an issue in this. I mean, even the last dungeon, it's like half of it's you going back and forth through this dungeon, fighting the same fights that all take a really long time. And then you're just, for what? So you can refight every boss in the game except the general, man? I mean, Jesus, dude. Like, I don't know. I felt like this one, like there was a budget issue. Like I said, I mean, Persona comes out a few months after this, so it's like maybe they're just fully focused on that. Yeah, good thing going with Raidou, good thing going with the setting. Some of the elements of the plot, like the capital, the time stuff, could be neat. The different Raidous and stuff. But, yeah, just so much of it doesn't come together. I mean, the soundtrack's cool too. Honestly, not Megaro's best for me. It's kind of, it feels like a mishmash of all of his stuff. And I mean, it's Megaro, so it's kind of just a style. I think there's some really good tracks. I definitely don't think it's a weak part of the game, but I don't know. Maybe you're looking for it to carry harder. It didn't get me just like really going like a lot of some of his other stuff. So, but I think that, you know, Megaro could definitely, you know, like that bossa nova track at the end. Like he could definitely do some more like unique stuff and kind of lean into the old noir aesthetics and sound and all that for the second one, hopefully. So. Sometimes it felt like he was kind of just like we were getting Persona B-roll, like B-sides, and then maybe a couple Nocturne B-sides in there, and you know, there's a couple cool unique ones they'll call back to like in the final fight, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess back to the gameplay. The demons in the world. That's supposed to be this cool thing where it's like you're using your demons to solve the crime, and it's not just in fights. You know, you can walk around and, you know, Tsuchigomu can piss on the ground or something and it'll do some shit. It's so lock and key. It tends to be so focused on read mind, but then just very rarely it'll use like one other one. They'll be like, oh, cool down or ignite occasionally. There's no, it's not dynamic at all. There's not a lot of agency of you trying to like figure this out and like use them in cool ways to do fun things with the world. It is just like slow, full of dialogue, just to summon these guys, just to send them out, just to do the most basic, most boringly animated bullshit that usually is useless. If you do it on your own on random NPCs, it's useless, but for the story, it's like just completely uninteresting. I mean, not to mention, there's a lot of times if you are pretty heavy about fusing, which, I mean, fusing's fun, why wouldn't you? You'll just not have what you need, and the dungeon you're in will not have what you need as well. So I would recommend, if you're playing it, to at least keep read mind guy on you at all times. I mean, frankly, I would say keep one of everything on you, but I mean, you probably don't want to have zero fun at all, and you don't want to have no loyalty being, gained because you want to hold more demons and all that. But yeah, at least a read mind guy. There's so many times where it was like we didn't have a read mind guy, and then I just like run around and go like buy a new one or go back to an old place and like find one, and that wouldn't be a huge deal if it was like more exciting. But what it ends up being is just like some lame dialogue or something where it would have been cool if there was an alternate way using like different kinds of demons to do stuff. And that would require any level of level design or ambition for that system. I feel like all the ambition was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if demons but action and also demons help solve crimes in a non-combat thing? And like they did the most like bare bones take of that they could. And that kind of goes with some of the vibes too. It's like it's trying to be this kind of like charming noir thing where this cool dude is like the detective guy, and he's like kind of a goofy goober, like what's his name? One of those, I wouldn't say Columbo, but that kind of noir where he's kind of guy. Narumi's kind of this like goofy guy, but he's obviously a serious detective and stuff. And they kind of try to do a lot of like the noir cliff notes, but I feel like that's all it ever ends up being. Is like them trying to like ape some of these vibes from this kind of setting, but with an SMT flair, and it just doesn't quite own it as much as like like a DDS or Persona or SMT. Like those feel like they're really that atmosphere is like thick, and every part of it just kind of like works together with what they're trying to do. I don't know. This one felt like it was trying sometimes and just didn't quite hit it. I don't know. Maybe if the writing was a little bit more interesting, maybe if the music was a bit more distinct. Obviously, if the other parts weren't as fucking annoying, that would have definitely helped. Yeah, man. I didn't notice this was just literally copy pasted, like dudes everywhere. I mean, it didn't look bad, but I'm gonna blame title screen when you like pick apart the pieces, but yeah, the Taisho era stuff is cool. I like the character designs. I liked the Soulless Army guys. Shame they weren't really around a whole lot. I mean, they're like in there for like a bit, but I mean, once the general's kind of done, you're just chasing around a fucking battleship for the last third of the game. And I feel like they were trying to tell like a big story too, like have some funny dialogue and have like a mystery and stuff, but I don't think they had the writing chops, or they at least were like trying to like split the SMT and the writing parts a little too much. Like, we still have to have all the gameplay and all that, and it's weird because P3's writing's fine. I mean, I'm sure it's somebody else, but it definitely feels more like, I don't think the writing's supposed to be lip service, but yeah, it feels almost just, it's just enough writing there to kind of just try to give you the vibe, and that's it. But unlike something like a Nocturne, where I feel like the atmosphere still comes through really hard and has just enough writing to keep that going, I think the writing, I needed to just be a little better on this one. It's just too dialogue focused for the story. You're not on some journey or anything, you're just literally walking around like talking NPCs, figuring out mysteries. So. Anyways, I've rambled long enough. I don't know. I wouldn't call it like shit or anything. But and it's got some things that are worth at least checking out, but it's pretty weak overall, sadly. We'll see. I think there's a lot of room for a sequel. I think the combat flow, a little better writing, a bit more distinct tunes, and even better atmosphere, more variety of locations, more ways you can use the demons in the world in cool ways, leaning into like, you know, that like kind of quirky comedy vibe a little bit to go with some of the serious SMT shit. All this multiverse shit, I mean, you know, all that could be pretty neat, right? And I feel like really it should be like a slam dunk to at least get it at that level. They feel like glaring issues, but once again, maybe it's budget shit. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just who was working on this one. It's an oddball. I think for their PS2 output, this is like significantly worse than like Digital Devil Saga and Nocturne and Persona 3 and 4 and all that. So, I mean, maybe their SMT9 output. Maybe this is better than that, right? But I understand that game is horrible, but we'll see. But yeah, so that'll be it for this one. We'll play the second one. Kind of going through most of the SMTs. So the second one's supposed to be longer. Probably won't play it anytime soon, unless I'm just like really in the mood. But need a little break. We got other SMT shit to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and go check the mail and see if either game that's supposed to be sent in are actually in. So take a. If they are, I'll probably come back a little quicker. If they're not, I might take a little extra break because I'm kind of tired. So maybe we'll try to do more UFO 15. I don't want to be like taking such a long break from that. I kind of like don't get those last few cherries. I'm so close. I'm not super duper interested in the 3 I got left, and then Cyber Owls I am. But that's the finale, so we'll see. Luckily you can just jump back into that game whenever, so it'll happen either way. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, shame it ended up being more of a negative experience for me, but it was cool to talk about. Anyways.